Hello, good morning, everyone. I know just we are very excited to see the performance of our student from class 9, drama students. All the drama students are there, they will introduce themselves later on. And also our students, because they have made the props at the last 4 or 5 days. It's tremendous hard work. I must appreciate all of them because they have done all these things in a very short notice because they have done their examinations and everything, but they really have done as much as they can, and I think you appreciate that. Just few lines about the Chhou dance, which is a kind of a most ancient dance form in Bengal and equivalent to anywhere in India. And this, ancient dance form is ethnic root actually led towards many modern dance form later. Modern dance form choreographer, they picked up many things from Chhou dance, and we are privileged to have the great exponent of Chhou dance here in our city as well as in our country, Gautam Upadhyay. He's the best educator and very well-known dancer and the workshop leader. And along with him, Rupa Upadhyay, his wife, and as well as a great dancer. Also, we have two other dancers who helped us, and that is Prerna and Prerna Niyogi and Kita Chatterjee. We're really happy to have all of you, and in this short notice, I know how tremendous effort you have put in here, and all the students have benefited out of that. And especially, it's not the limited into the dance form. This martial art, this whole body gesture, movement, everything actually make generous. All this conviction, your confidence, your personality building, everything, the self-management, communication, all the skills actually very, very helpful to gear up for the students in this journey. And I'm sure that all the students will be benefited by even watching this, and they will be more interested later on to watch more and more our ethnic dance forms, especially the dance and culture from India. Because in our curriculum, we always facilitated this thing, that global and local culture, how we can incorporate in our practices. So this is so important today, and we have narrators, they're going to start it, and I think just we won't waste any time. If you want to say a few words now, I know they express always the dance form. Thank you, audience, all the teachers and students present here. Enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. We'll be starting now. The battlefield roared with a flash of steel as the Kauravas unveiled their deadliest strategy, the Chakravyuha, a spiraling, ever-shifting labyrinth of warriors. It was designed to trap and annihilate anyone who entered unprepared.
Only a handful of warriors knew how to breach and exit this formation, and among the Pandavas, it was Arjuna who had mastered the technique. But on this fateful day, Arjuna had been lured away by deceit, leaving the young Abhimanyu as the only one who could break through the impenetrable trap.
I know how to enter, but not how to come out. Abhimanyu had admitted it.
Then we will follow you and clear the way, promised his uncles. Yet as Abhimanyu charged into the Chakravyuha, the gateway sealed behind him. The Pandava warriors, held back by Jayadratha, could only watch helplessly as the young prince battled alone.
The battlefield trembled as Abhimanyu, son of Arjuna, young yet fierce, tore through the Chakravyuha formation. His chariot dashed forward, slicing through ranks of Kaurava warriors, his bow singing with every arrow released.
He fights like his father, Dronacharya murmured, watching the young warrior carve a path through their formation.
Not for long, Duryodhana growled. Surround him!
The 7 Maharathis, Karna, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Dushashana, Jayadratha, Shakuni, and Duryodhana closed in. Abhimanyu fought valiantly, parrying every attack, his arrows striking true.
Face me one by one if you dare, he roared.
But the core of the warriors did not honor the Kshatriya code. Arrows rained upon him from all sides. Karna's shaft shattered his bow. Dushashana's mace crushed his chariot. Jayadratha blocked every escape.
Even as his weapon broke, Abhimanyu fought with his sword. Then, with a wheel ripped from his fallen chariot.
You fight like a lion, but lions too fall, sneered Karna, driving his spear forward.
Bloodied and weaponless, Abhimanyu staggered, yet his eyes burned with defiance. With a final roar, he struck Dushashana's son before the warriors swarmed him, ending his life.
The battlefield fell silent. A brave warrior had fallen, but his legend had just begun.